everybody, my name is Avery from Frostbite. Today we're going to be going over for loops. So there are two types of for loops, and actually I'm going to have one episode on each type of for loop, since that's just easier. So today we're going to do the standard for loop, and next episode we're going to do the advanced for loop. So I want to go back to Oracle, because Oracle always has the best explanation of anything, since Oracle is the maker of Java. So the definition of a for loop for Oracle is the for statement provides a compact way to iterate over a range of variables. Programmers often refer to it as the for loop because of the way in which it repeatedly loops until a particular condition is satisfied. The general form of the for statement can be expressed as followed. So basically the form is for initialization, then initialization and termination is separated by a semicolon. And then after the initialization is the termination, and after the termination is the increment. And remember, all of this is separated by a semicolon. So basically, the initialization is what you want to initialize. So, for example, int I is equal to 0. Then the termination is what is going to terminate the number. What's going to terminate this loop or this statement. So if I wanted it to run 1 to 10, my termination would be 11. Okay, that's bad explanation. The termination is just what terminates the loop. And then increment is how much the loop goes up by each time it goes through its statement. So let's try one for ourselves. So what we're going to do is for, then what we're going to put first is the initialization. So what we're going to initialize is int I is equal to 1. Or let's have, 1. So now we need the terminator. Like, what's going to kill us or kill the loop. So we're going to have if I, so if I is less than 11, we want to stop the loop. And then after the terminator, we're going to put the increment. What we want that is to be I++. Basically, all these are separated by a semicolon. So basically what it is that if the initiator, I is equal to 1, and then terminator, if I is less than or equal to 11, and then the increment, I++, which is add 1 to I. So what we want to do is system.out.println. Actually, this should be 10, not 11. So we want to print out the number is, and then plus I. Basically, it's going to count up to 10. Drag this out. So it's counting 1, the number is 1, the number is 2, 3, 4, all the way up to 10. That's because we have the for loop going through and incrementing up from 1, starting at 1, and it's terminating if I is less than or equal to 10. And every time it loops through, it's going to do whatever is inside the curly brackets. So let's try a negative for loop. So the increment is negative. So what we're going to do is for, we're going to put I to 10 to start it off. Int I is equal to 10. And now we need the terminator. What's going to terminate the for loop? So if I is greater than 0, it's going to terminate. And then the increment, and we're going to have I go down this time. So let's try this out. We're going to, inside the statement, we're going to print out the number is plus I. And it's going to go starting at 10, it's going to go, the number is 10, the number is 9, the number is 8, the number is 7, the number is 6, the number is 5, so on and so forth, until the number is greater than 1. Well, until the number is less than 1. Less than or equal to 1. Well, less than or equal to 0. Yeah. So basically, that's for loops. Basically, yeah. I don't really think there's much more to explain. But I'll just give you one more example of for loop. That instead of counting up by 1, we're going to count up by 2. So int I equal to 0. If I is less than or equal to 10, I is equal to I plus 1. So basically, it's going to add I plus 2, sorry. So basically, the increment now is plus 2. So what we want to do is, like all the other times, we're going to print out the line, the number is, then plus I. Basically, what this is going to do is going to count from 0 to 2 to 4 to 6 to 8 to 10, since the increment is plus 2. So basically, I hope this explained for loops well enough, the standard for loops. If you need more explanation on for loops, in the description I have the for loops Oracle page, which will explain everything you need to know about the standard for loop. So thank you guys for watching, and have a good day.